Hello, today we'll be making custard danishes. To start, grate 2 sticks of butter. Once that is done, place it in the freezer for about 10 minutes. Danishes are one of Denmark's most traditional foods. Some more include sandwiches, shooting stars, hot dogs, and Danish meatballs. However, their most popular food is roasted pork. This dish includes pork and potatoes. Take half a cup of milk and microwave it for a small amount of time as to not make it too hot. Add 1 tablespoon of sugar to the milk and 1 packet of instant yeast, and then mix and then let it sit for 10 minutes. In a bowl where the butter is, add 390 grams of flour and the rest of the 66 grams of sugar, and add half a teaspoon of salt. Coat the butter evenly with the flour mixture. Then use a pastry blender to cut the butter into bean-sized pieces. If your butter starts to get warm, put it back in the fridge. Mix half a cup of milk and 1 egg into the frothed yeast mixture. Some pastries that Danes like are kringle, gum snacks, spandos, and tea bags. Pour your yeast mixture into the dry ingredients, then mix with a rubber scraper until it becomes a rough and sticky dough. Lunch can include rye bread with an assortment of toppings, including chicken salad, roast beef, and herrings. Chill that mixture in the fridge for 8 to 24 hours. After the 8 to 24 hours, put the dough on a floured surface and roll it to a rectangle. Breakfast can also be a lot of different dishes for Danes, including bread with a soft cheese and meat, or coffee, or cereal. Now, fold the dough to make a rectangle. Now, you will be rolling the dough to make a rectangle 1/4 an inch thick and fold it into thirds. Do this step 3 more times and a total of 4 times. One of their most traditional breakfasts, however, is a porridge made with rye bread and beer. Common snacks include an egg and bacon cake that is made on a stove, thin slices of chocolate on buttered bread, or crackers, and a puffed pastry filled with an assortment of meats, fish, and vegetables. Some foods that are farmed in Denmark's summertime is cabbage, meat, fish, root vegetables, and wild berries. Danes love licorice candies. Some of their favorites are salted licorice candy, coated licorice, and licorice gummies. Some of Denmark's most popular drinks are Snaps, a fruit brandy, Faxe Kondi, lemon lime soda, and coffee, and beer. Common exports are pig meat with 2,000 tons each year and cheese with 400,000 tons each year. Chill for 1 to 2 hours while you make the custard filling. For the custard, pour half a cup of milk into a saucepan and 2 tablespoons of sugar and 1 teaspoon of vanilla into the saucepan. Heat on medium-low to dissolve the sugar and until it becomes steamy. In a large bowl, whisk together 1/4 a cup of milk and 1 egg yolk and 1 tablespoons of cornstarch until smooth. Every Dane has at least one of each of these tools in their kitchen: a can opener, a cheese slicer, a vegetable peeler, and an apple slice pan. Pour the hot milk mixture into the egg mixture very slowly as to not scramble the eggs. Put this mixture back in the saucepan on medium heat, stirring constantly until it gets thick. As it gets thicker, stir faster. When inviting Danes over for dinner, they typically like to start dinner in the evening, and dinner can go on for hours. A seating plan is also very common. Danes like to have their hands above the table at all times. And the most important thing is to not eat until the host makes a toast or says skål. To transfer the custard into a bowl, use a rubber scraper and push it through a strainer. Danes have 3 meals a day: breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Lunch is typically eaten at work and cold, while dinner is served with family and hot. You want to cover that with saran wrap and let it cool to room temperature. Preheat your oven to 395 degrees Fahrenheit. Roll your dough onto a floured surface and cut it into 12 squares. Noma is Danes' voted most best restaurant and their favorite one, and Flagren is the most popular fast food restaurant that the Danish people have. Put the 12 squares on 2 pans, then fold the corners of each square into the middle. How to set a traditional Danish table. You need a main plate, a salad plate, soup bowl, bread and butter plate, napkins. You want your forks to be on the left side of the main plate, your knives to be on the right side of the main plate, and spoons to be on the right side of the knives. Let that rest for around 10 minutes. Use a spoon or a tablespoon to push the middle down, making an indent for the custard. Use 1 egg and a dash of water to make an egg wash to spread on each pastry. Add 2 to 3 teaspoons of custard into the middle. And if you choose, add 1 to 2 teaspoons of jelly into each Danish. Bake for 15 to 20 minutes or until they turn golden brown, and turn the tray after 10 minutes. Add a cup of powdered sugar to a bowl and around a tablespoon of water to make icing. Add more water if you need it to be liquid, or add more powdered sugar to make it thicker. Turn the pastries over after 10 minutes. Remove your pastries from the oven and let them cool down. Then, drizzle on your icing you just made. Enjoy your custard and jam-filled Danishes, and plate a Danish table setting while you're at it. Thank you so much for watching.